Yeah. Oh, another good one. Another good one. Got him up.
Hey.
Snapper?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, there's another one with him. You got two. You got two on. You got two. Yeah.
Hello everybody, this is Captain RL with FLFishingSpots.com. Today we're going to discuss the Cedar Key and Swanee area, Horseshoe Beach, etc. And it runs, as you can see on this NOAA map on Google Earth here, it runs from the southern end of it is around the Waukesaucee River, Waukesaucee Bay. Middle ways is about the Swanee River dump out, and then it runs up to around Steinhatchee and off Dead Man. That's kind of the general area of what this is. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this video is to take a closer look, because everybody's been requesting this stuff. I apologize for being so long between videos, guys. I know it's been forever, but to take a closer look at what's here. And so that's what we're going to do. So let's just take a look. Zoom on in. I don't know where our depths are. We should be seeing some depths someplace here. There they are. Okay. And also, I'll make a quick note that usually when you're out here and you first open this map up, the NOAA map, and I'll also add that the NOAA map works with not all devices, but most. And most computers it'll work with. Straight off the file, opening into Google Earth. However, there are a few mobile devices that it has trouble with, and I'll tell you why. It's because of memory issues with your device. And we've got these maps set to pretty low resolution, so they do load, because these are served live over data straight off of the NOAA server, the government NOAA server, and they're integrated into our Google Earth file, which is running off our server. So there's two servers feeding this file right now. And on mobile, you need a really a 3-dot to 4-dot signal in 4G, and luckily 5G is coming, so it'll be a little bit better loading even then. But this map's priceless, this overlay map, to show you, what your spots are actually around in the depths and etc. But of course, here's the name of the spots on all of them, and we can hit a spot. The Chum Bottom's one of the better spots out there, just inside of 20 feet, and it shows the name of the spot. Obviously, this will also show on your GPS and in the included coordinates list. The coordinates list is a PDF file that's included, as you guys probably already know that have purchased before. All this is emailed to you, so you can open it right up. Okay, this one says long drift chum bottom fish and live line on the surface. So long drift chumming is not a new technique, but when you have a lot of scattered hard bottom, natural or live bottom, kind of all the same thing, or Swiss cheese bottom, which is also hard bottom. When you have this type of bottom and structural relief, maybe some mini ledges, long drift chum fishing on the bottom is pretty awesome. So you're basically slow drifting an area with a couple chum bags out over and over and over and over, and it works great for bottom fishing with pinfish, for red grouper, gags, occasional scamps, lane snapper, red snapper, cobia, kingfish, Spanish mackerel, the whole gamut that would be in these shallow Gulf areas like this. All right, so moving on, we'll just take a look down the hill here. I'll zoom back out. I just want to show you guys a couple of the areas and like how the comments work and things of that nature. So once you get still, hold it still, the map comes back up, and we're zoomed out far enough now it's not showing the depths inshore. And when you see these weird numbers where it's like, how's that 10 feet? It's not. That's in fathoms. So basically that's out there in about 60 or 70 feet. And when you zoom in, you find out. So I'll zoom in to kind of show you. That says 10.5 now, but it'll convert itself to feet. That's how NOAA does these maps for whatever reason. Okay, we hadn't got quite close enough. Let's zoom in a little more. So let's let this area load right here that we just rolled up to, and so you'll see that it's 60 to 70 feet, 58, 59, 60, back into. So also don't worry about these little blue squares and triangles. All that is we've got this loaded where it loads in a lower res version, because if we had this topped out at 2,000 pixels or 3,000 pixels, you would never get it loaded on a mobile device. If you were on data and not on Wi-Fi, you'd never get the map to load. So sometimes you see those, we call them see-throughs, just where you can see through the seamless map. You can kind of see through it. It doesn't affect anything. So we'd rather have it load in a lower res. You can still read it well, but that's some of the side effects of it. No big deal, nothing to worry with. Here's a wreck, obviously. Let's just click on that. And that's the Gulf 2. It's an old boat. I don't know, people say it's 60 to 80 years old. There's just remnants of it left, and there's scattered remnants of it. So you can anchor here and chum, or you can fish. You can chum drift here as well. It'll kind of tell you what you might want to do, give you some ideas maybe of what to do there. And that's with all the spots. It does that. It shows you, gives you a little info about the spot. Okay, let's zoom out and move closer in. You can kind of see where everything is. And of course, the names of the spots by default are shown on Google Earth. And so it's a lot to take in. When you look at it, you're like, whoa, it's a lot, because it's a lot of spots. And most of our areas, we try to include a couple hundred spots. So some of the artificial reefs that are published, you'll get there's a few of those. And we don't put them all, though. We only put the ones that there's fish being caught on, that it's a better chance of catching fish during your day. So when you get these, you're like, oh, there's artificial reefs on here. Yeah, there is, but there's not many, and it'll only be the ones that are productive. We don't put them all. So just know that that's the deal. Most of these spots, the majority of them, especially up here in the northern Gulf and into the Panhandle, a lot of these spots, most of these spots are going to be private spots that provided by our guides, and these are spots that produce fish that those guys fish. And of course, they don't give us all their best spots, but they give us really good spots. They're confirmed, and they produce fish. And our customers will tell you the same thing. Every one of our maps is rated 4.8 to 5, every single one. So that's not to boast. It's just we spend a lot of time on this, and we wouldn't ask the price we're asked for these things if it weren't any good. It would be not cool to do that. Like here's the Reef Mods offshore here, and this is the kind of stuff we'll include, and this isn't all of them. This is just a few that we know by talking with our guides in that area. We have 7 there, and these guys work together a lot. You know, they book charters for one another and share trips, and they've been bottom fishing for 15 and 20 years. One of them 22 years, 25 years. So we know what spots to put on these, on these maps, and what to include, and then the guides get together with us and we organize them. So anyway, that's just a quick overlay look at the Cedar Key and Steinhatchee offshore area. Now we're going to do some inshore stuff in here later on the inside, right on the hill. That's more, related to trout and red fishing, flounder fishing, etc. Maybe even some scalloping stuff. But that map the guys are struggling with, because they got 2,000 or 3,000 spots, and of course we can't sell it like that. So we're going to try and get it down to the better ones, get it down to 300 or 400, maybe 500. So that's coming too. Keep that in mind. But I'll move on in the next video to another one. So be looking out for that. But if you guys have any questions, you can email us at gpsfishingmaps@gmail.com. And to pick this up or take a look at this and read more about it, visit our site, flfishingspots.com. There will be a link in the description straight to the Cedar Key page, so you can check it out yourself. And again, this is the Google NOAA map, and on the file it'll say Google NOAA-Cedar, and that's the file. It'll be emailed to you the same day. You can open it up with your mobile phone, tablet, computer, whatever. Do some trip planning with it. Take a look at the spots, where they're at, the depths, etc. The hell with the old paper charts, man. This is what's replaced it. So this is much better. You can keep it on you at all times, and it'll come up and you can take a look. But until next time, you guys have a good day. We love all you guys. My guides up there, shout out to all you. You know who you are in the Swanee area. So fish on, guys, and be careful out there. A lot of people on the water this year. Lots of people out there. Good year. High salinity, it finally here. We finally quit raining long enough to do something. But anyhow, you guys take care, and again, we'll talk to you on the next one.